Hey guys, love you. You're my group. You're my homies. You're my fellow co-manifestors. I love that you guys cry with me, that you cheer with me, that I get to cry with you, that I get to cheer with you. So I love you bunches, if it's not obvious. Let me try to move this around so the light's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Now the light's a little better. So yeah, as you guys know, I was just in the hot seat with Abraham Hicks, and I absolutely, my favoriteest thing about this group is that I, on the human level, just, Kelly, the girl, the woman, the human Kelly, I could get to come in here and tell you my stories and share with you guys about my manifestations, my resistance, my manifestations, my resistance, my vibrational contrast, and it's so well received and I feel supported by you guys. But then I can also channel for you guys to help you guys manifest what it is you guys want. So I totally love you bunches. And if you're coming on, say hello. If you're catching the replay, just let me know. I wanted to come on and I wanted to share my experience of being in the hot seat with Abraham Hicks. And I wanted to share what I learned, what I asked. And of course, I want to pass on what I learned to you guys. It's definitely going to help. Hey, Emily. Emily was amazing. Because some of you have been asking I saw some of your posts in here about how to manifest, and someone just wrote a post about how to navigate fear, step 5. So this will help both of you. And I'm also going to come on because there's so many new people in here. I'm going to redo the whole training of steps 1 through 5 for everyone. Hey, Holly. Hey, Holly, what's up? You're in my class, homie. Hey, Kelly. Kelly. Fuck, I like that too. Hey, guys. Gus, are you the one who asked the question about how to navigate fear? I'm going to give it just maybe like a minute to let people come on. I'm going to share the Abraham Hicks hot seat story right now and what I learned. I don't even remember everything that I'd learned. It was so fast, guys. And I just remember, I already want to start getting in, but I want to give it a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes. I'm going to give it like 1 more minute. I'm watching the timer so people can come on. Hey, Angel. I just want people to be able to hear the story. But what's up? How are y'all doing? The ones who are on. Emily, what's going on? Gus, did you sign up for my Law of Attraction course? I have not done a good job promoting it. So shame on me. I should write a post about it. But yeah, Holly, what's going on? Kelly Gentry, what's going on? Angel, how are you, darling? Nice to see you. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Amina. How are you guys doing? Oh, the lighting's a little poor. Let me switch the camera even more. There we go. Now we're getting some better lighting. Holly, it's amazing. You're so in the flow. You're ready to conquer 2018. It's already happening. Oh, heck yeah, Holly. And we have our little bonus 20-minute one-on-one this month. Everyone else who signed up around when you did, Holly, they got the bonus call, and Spirit just kind of came through and gave them some homework so that they get the most out of the 6-week course. So I'm so excited to see what they're going to say for you. One day at a time, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, that's exactly how to do it. All right, I'm just going to dig right in. Okay, guys, so I was in the hot seat with Abraham Hicks. And I think most of you know me by now. I'm a pretty damn good manifester. I'm lucky. But do you guys see how you have to say that? I'm so lucky. Things come to me out of nowhere. Solutions come out of nowhere. Clients flying out of nowhere. I think and say that stuff all the time, just like naturally. So I pretty much manifest pretty well. But most of you know, obviously, I can manifest business success. I can help my clients co-create and co-manifest their desired business success. I have an amazing friend life. I have an amazing travel life. I have a unique ability to get constant dates with men, but getting one that I want to keep around longer than 2 months, that's my personal sticking point. So I obviously went up to Abraham Hicks and asked about my love life. And so the biggest thing that I could pass on to you guys from what I learned in that hot seat was the difference between a soft desire and a hard desire. That desire that just brings up a lot of pain, that desire that you're like, I want this, and you like say it over and over in your head again, and then you visualize it. Like, let's use the husband thing, right? So yes, it's very good to visualize what will it be like when your manifestation is there. So I oftentimes visualize us holding hands, and it feels so good, and us cuddling, and him being the big spoon. I mean, I'm under 5 feet. Come on. I want him to be the big spoon, wrapping his arms around me. So I'm good at that part. So I'm really good at bringing in new dates. My sticking point was step 5, because whoever asked the question about how do you navigate step 5? How do you navigate fear? So I have a little bit of fear of being in a relationship, and you guys are going to love this. Part of my fear is if I marry someone, if I date someone exclusively and we're like really committed to each other, that I won't be able to do my business, that I won't be able to do this right now. That a relationship will take up all of my time. They're going to be so needy. They're going to be so yada, yada, yada that I won't be able to come on and do my Facebook Lives. I won't be able to channel spirit for people. And I love doing that. And it's like my number one priority right now. I just want to get out there and show people that even if you were abused when you were younger, even if you had the childhood abuse from your mom like I did, even if you had the childhood abuse and you were raped like 4, 5, 6 times like I was, even if you had the experiences of like, you know, being like hit by family members when you were younger, like just that abuse and that trauma and all that old shit when you were younger, you can still be happy. You can still have an awesome life. You know, it's just this journey of less abusive to less abusive to less abusive to neutral to better to better to better. Like I'm now fully on my own. I now make 6 figures. I'm on track to make multiple 6 figures this year. I've done financial projections. And with that, I now even have a good relationship with my mom. We even openly talked about like how she acted when I was younger versus who the person she is today. So I have to do that no matter what, because there's so many people out there who believe in law of attraction, but well, you know, like Esther Hicks has been doing this for a really long time, so her vibrations are really, really high. So sometimes for people who have that fear, that like abuse, but you don't understand, I had XYZ happen to me when I was younger, but you don't understand, my boyfriend treats me this way, they just can't quite hear the law of attraction words from here. So I'm like, I need to get out there and do it. Okay, right, so that's my passion, right? And if a guy is going to block that, like fuck the guy, he can go. So hence, because I have that belief that I can't have the amazing business for myself, I can't have the amazing travel for myself, I can't have, I want to reach as many people as possible, whether it's people who work with me one-on-one, whether it's people who join my courses or people who join my monthly group program, or just people who watch my YouTube videos or my Facebook Lives. Like I have to help them, like, and that just comes a little second to me. So that was my belief beforehand going up there. And what it was is that I was having a soft desire and a hard desire. And the hard desire is where you try to like force it. You try to do a little bit of willpower. That was where I was, okay, this one ended. I tended to my vortex from step 5, all the fear and all of that. And I would swipe through Tinder, like 100 guys would lead to 10 people chatting, would then get 2 or 3 dates. And I was just trying to force it so much. But it's because I believed that if I had that strong desire and I had the willpower and I was putting all the energy and the effort behind it, that it would happen. Abraham literally like slapped that silly thought out of my head. And they even asked me, like, tell us about your business. I was like, oh, my business is so easy. Clients come out of nowhere. I haven't even had the time to respond to everyone who's applied to work with me. Like, I feel so bad about that, but they just come out of nowhere. It's so synchronistic. And then they're perfect clients, the people who I get to help. And she was like, so apply that to your love life. And I was like, oh, like my mind was just blown how easy I let 90% of my life be. I just let the money flow in. I just let the travel experiences flow in. I just let the friendships flow in. I just let the mentors flow in. But when it comes to love, oh, you guys don't understand how hard it is. It might take away from my business. Hey, everyone who tuned in. Okay, so soft desire, hard desire. Hard desire was like, it's where you put that force, you put that willpower, you put that I have to do all of these checklists, I have to do X, Y, Z to get what I want. It's so funny because I teach all of my clients this, and especially when I'm on the one-on-one calls with them. So it was a little funny to have Abraham do the same to me, but oh, it felt so good when she was doing it, guys. It felt so good. I was like, I feel better. So the hard desire is that. The soft desire, I remember thinking, because I've been to 4 of her shows, and at the end of the 4th one, I was like, whoa, I think I'm ready to get up there. I want to know what it feels like to have my vortex, because I do this for others, right? I tend to your vortexes. I tend to your emotions. I help you go on rampages, and then people tend to get like manifestations after working with me. And I just thought, like, I want to experience what that's like for me. Like, I want to experience what my clients experience. I'm like, and come on, Esther Hicks isn't going to be doing this forever. She's going to retire at some point. So I was like, universe, like, it would be such an honor, and I would feel like it would be such a privilege. I would feel honored. I would feel special. I would feel lucky. It would be such an honor to have her channel for me and have my vortex tended to by someone else. I know how to do it myself, but it would just feel, it would feel so good. And I was like, it would feel good. I just kind of let it go. Cause you know, she gets 400 to 600 people there at her shows. Yeah. No big deal. Right. I just kind of thought, well, you know, if it happens, great. If not, I totally understand. I get how spirit works. So I'm going to get the message that I need no matter what. Because every time I go to her shows, I'm always so uplifted. I'm always so even more in alignment than I was before. So I was like, I thought it once, I let it go. And then I booked the ticket and I was like, you know what? It would be really nice. Wouldn't it be nice? I would love to experience. That's why I always tell you guys to do your ask that way. Because if you say, I want this, I want that, you can, of course, say it that way, and if you can, of course, still manifest it. I've just noticed that when I word things that way, I tend to try to force it. I tend to build my action list, and here's what I need to do to get it. But when I say things like, God, it would be so nice if she would just tend to my vortex. Like, universe, like, I have questions about step 5. I have questions about my love life. I have questions about this current guy that I'm dating. I want to know, first off, how the fuck did I attract him in? I'm very happy. This motherfucker's very angry. I'm happy he's angry. I thought, like, you're not supposed to be able to communicate with people within a couple, like, vibrations around you. How the fuck did I attract him? Number 1. Number 2 is how I'm teaching people how to navigate through step 5 correct. I want to make sure that what I'm teaching people, like, is it the most up-to-date information? And then I thought, like, and you know what? I would just love to see, how does Esther Hicks manage these shows? Like, how does she do it? How does she do it with the time? How does she logistically handle these? I would just love to know those. And I'd love to her to personally pick my vibrations around love. I got all of them. Okay. So do you see how that was a soft desire though? I was like, you know, it would be nice if she tended to him. I didn't put any effort in. I didn't go on any rampages. I just trusted my inner being, the part of you that is vibrational, the part of you that is always connected to source. I just thought, you know, it would be nice. And I would love to experience it. And I was like, if not, I know that I'm going to get what I need anyway. That's what I always think about my business. All right, I only work with 2 one-on-one clients a month. Who are they going to be? And then I let it go and I never think about it. I just go live, and every once in a while I actually remember to promote. I'm like, oh yeah, guys, I got a course coming up. Like, I'm not even that good at promoting, but I just, like, it's okay. I know that the person who needs it's going to find it. I know that their inner being's going to guide them to my inner being, and I'm going to get the ping to, oh yeah, I got to write that little promotional post. I got to let people know about it. And I just trust it, and it happens, you know? Let me read some of these comments before I keep going. Holly, you've done your homework. Wonderful. Angel's great. Gus is saying that's hot. I don't remember what I said that's hot, but drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Holly, the right punter will understand how important this part of your life is. No need. Oh, yeah, Holly, totally. Not only that, but he's going to, like, champion it. He's going to want to, like, maybe be part of it. He's going to love how dedicated I am to this. He's going to love that I could channel spirit guides. Oh, he's going to love it. That's why this current guy is only a lover. He's not my husband. Kelly, can't wait to hear more about your hot seat. Hey, what's up, Krista? I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Lori, nice to see you. Kelly, I want my old house sold so I can buy a house near a friend who is important to me. All right, I hope you kind of feel the little bit of lower vibrations around that when you ask that. It's got to be like, God, wouldn't it be nice if the current house I'm in just found a new homeowner? And Kelly, you got to remind yourself of all the great things about your house. Right now, you're hating on your house, likely. I'm not full on channeling right now, Kelly, but sometimes when people want to sell things or move on, they tend to throw shade to past things. So I could say, wouldn't it be nice if this house sold so easily? I would love for new homeowners to find this house. And, you know, it would be perfect for someone who has kids because they could run outside. It would be perfect for dog owners. Who would that house be perfect for? Get into the vibration of that, and then they're going to find it. And then wouldn't it be nice to find a house near so-and-so? I would love to hang out with her more, and then let it go. Just be an appreciation for every other area of your life that's going well. Healer, heal thyself. Glad you got some breakthrough advice. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for so much. I love seeing you success. I'm excited. Give it all. Oh yeah. I got more lessons that I learned from Abraham, guys. We're going to go through it. Every time I'm live with you, I am more in alignment. Yes, Angel. That is my goal. I always go on little rampages where I'm like, I love that me just being live, me being in whatever vibration I'm in, whether I'm in step 5 and being low or whether I'm in like pure excitement and joy. I love that whatever I'm in, I know that my inner being can give vibrations to others that if they choose to receive it, I always do that. So thank you for saying that. I want to manifest more money, peace, and love. Hey, Lori, check out my guide on. I just got to do more trainings in this group. That's what I got to do. Let me do money first, and then I'll move to love trainings too. I'm going to focus on finishing up what I learned from Abraham Hicks on this one, and I'll prep some more trainings on just basic steps 1 through step 5 of law of attraction, and then I'll do some love, but I'll do money first because more people want money in this group, I've noticed, and then love. But Lori, you could start with I made a free little PDF in here about if you're struggling to pay bills. It's exactly what I did to be able to pay my bills on time every month. And then I'm creating the manual still for what to do once your bills are paid, but you want to experience a little bit more like free flowing money for some just disposable income. And then I'm going to write a manual for what I did from having some disposable income to having luxury money. Oh, you manifested more money for your daughter and a part. Awesome, Sharon. Hey, Michelle, what's up? Yolanda. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's the difference between a soft desire and a hard desire, guys. There is no efforting. It's, I would love to experience this. Step 1, I would love to experience more money in my life. I'd love to experience more flow in my life. I would love to experience what feeling lucky feels like. I'd love to experience a new date with a new man who's a strong potential to be my main honey bunny. And then step 2 aligns things, and they send you a ping. You get that voice that comes into your head, that idea that pops in your head, that gut feeling that you have, that, ooh, maybe I should try that. That's spirit speaking to you. That's your own inner being speaking to you to tell you this is the next step. Humans, we tend to swap it down. It can't be that easy. No, no, no. It must be harder than that. Oh, that would never work. And then we don't do the step that our inner being is guiding us to get our next client. Yeah, it's in the files, Laura. You'll see it. Hey, Tina. Okay, so that's soft desire, hard desire. And then so after she kind of explained step 5, so step 5 is where you feel any negative emotion. And essentially whenever you feel a negative emotion, the more that you can love yourself when you're feeling it, the more that you're gonna get back to step 1 and get back to manifesting. So where I was personally stuck is that I've experienced a lot of vibrational contrast with the current guy that I'm dating. A lot. And when you're feeling those negative emotions, you are actively choosing to pinch yourself off from your own connection to your own inner being, because your own inner being is always joyous, is always yada, yada, yada. Okay, so I was using him as a reason. He doesn't do this. He's not doing that. Oh my God, I can't believe he said that to me. As a reason to pinch off to my naturally joyous state. So that's step 5. If you choose to beat yourself up, oh, well, I'm not doing a good job. Oh, well, I'm a master manifestor. Help other people manifest. And here I am dating a guy that I don't feel good around. If I had a client come to me, I would fix their vibes and they would manifest a new date into their life. They wouldn't stay with them. Why am I staying with them? I was beating myself up for it. I was saying stuck in step 5. God, that was so good being up there with Abraham Hicks. And so she's kind of pointing out like, well, so are you going to stay in step 5 or are you going to move on? I was like, but isn't it important to stay? Isn't step 5 moments, aren't they important? Because that's what gives us the vibrational contrast so that we get the clarity for what we want to ask for next. Now, I'm getting lots of clarity for him. She was like, okay, so you've already said he's not your husband. So you already have the clarity. I was like, no, but I'm getting extra clarity. And guys, I purchased the audio. When I get it, I'll find my segment and I'll upload it for you guys to hear. And she was, okay, so now you're justifying why you're staying in step 5. And I was like, and the whole audience just went, oh. So everyone and I had some people come to me afterwards like, Kelly, I've been dating that guy for 2 years now. And I looked at her, I was like, 2 years. I was like, oh my God, you need I didn't say this at the time because it was Abraham Hicks event. In my head, I was thinking, you need a session with me. I'll navigate you through step 5 and we'll get you onto a new guy dating. 2 fucking years staying stagnant. I've been dating this guy for 2 months and I'm like, oh hell no, this isn't working. And you know how I'd like to move out of this? I would love it. Wouldn't it be nice if Abraham Hicks turned into my vortex so I would just vibrate out of it? Hey everyone. I'll try to read all the comments later. So she was like, oh, so now you're justifying why you're staying bad. And then she like took a step back and asked me a couple questions. And she was like, well, you have a flawed premise. And I was like, ooh, so flawed premise in Abraham speak is a block, self-sabotage, unconscious thoughts, limiting beliefs. That's what they call a flawed premise. And I was like, oh, I do. I was like, what is it? Tell me. I want to know. And then she asked me a couple questions, and what came up, she was, so you had, like, it was, I mean, I don't remember. I'll upload the audio for you guys because it was so fast and in the moment. I don't remember everything that was said, but it was essentially, I had this belief that I have to suffer before it can get good. And it just like became crystal clear. And I realized in my business, the first like 5 months, I was working 80, 100 hours because I was making fresh content for Instagram, doing a daily read. I was making fresh content for my email list. I was making fresh content for 3 or 4 Facebook groups. I was doing all the admin work myself. I was doing all the marketing myself. I was doing everything by myself. And I was just, I'm working. And then after about 5 or 6 months, I was like, wait, fuck this. Like, fuck, this is a lot of work. And I was like, and I remember having that thought, haven't I done enough work yet for it to be easier? And then boom, my finances went from $2,000 a month to $10,000 a month. And I thought back to like previous to like, I remember in college where I was failing a couple courses and I was like, no, I've suffered enough. Shouldn't I just start getting A's? And then bam, I started getting A's and B's. And I was just like, thank God I'm 31 and figured out this flawed premise that I have. And she just asked like, so are you ready to just be happy? I looked at her, I was like, I mean, yeah, I'm happy in 90% of my life. She's like, are you ready for it to be happy everywhere? And then I was like, well, yeah. I was like, how do I release this guy? So I went from, how do I make it work with this guy? How do I, because I had that thought in my head, guys, that when you're truly happy, when you're truly connected to your source, you can be around anyone, and you'll still be happy. And I can be around grumpy assholes. Assholes are called Adam Henrys in military. Adam A, ass, Henry H, asshole. So I can be around the grumpiest and the meanest Adam Henrys, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, have a good day, like, because I'm like, I just vibrate so high. I know how to tend to my vortex. I know how to be happy. I know how to do all that stuff. But I just had that, like, so I worked through that. Haven't I suffered enough in all areas of my life? But that last one, I just looked at her and I was like, oh my God, are you telling me it's okay to be a vibrational snob? It is okay to be very picky and very choosy about who you let into your life in a close level. And then she just kind of looked at me. Oh, it was intense, guys. It was so good. And Abraham just said, what did he say after I said that? Oh, I just went blank. I totally forgot what happened. Let's see. I was up there and I was like, so it's okay for me to be blah, blah, blah. They asked me something. And it was something like, are you just ready to be happy in all areas of your life? And I was like, yes, absolutely. And I released so much guilt for being late to responding to emails for people. I'm sorry, guys. I love you all. I really, really do. I just get like 20, 30, 40 emails a day, and I get like 20, 30 PMs a day. It's kind of hard to keep up with it all. And I released so much guilt off of not responding to everyone. So it released so much off of guilt of just responding to people on the friend level and the business level. And then, oh, this is what she asked me. And then Abraham was like, okay, so why are you're so good at this. We can tell that it's not even 90%. It's like 97% of your life is going phenomenal and well. And you're actually very good at staying in the high flying disc. Like, why are you deliberately choosing to suffer? Why are you deliberately choosing to stay with this person? And I was like, because life can't be that good. And I was like, oh, and the whole audience was like, oh, because you could tell it was resonating with them too. And I was like, no, life can't be that good. I was like, did that just pop out of my mouth? My mouth, where I go around and preach all the time. Everyone, life can be good. You can get the money. You can make the 6 figures. You can get the hot dates with men. You can date the doctors. You can date the lawyers. You can date the guys that you think are out of your reach. You can date the gorgeous hot men. Once you just allow the universe to match you to things. Because I remember, for everyone out there who's like dating, I remember for a while there, I was like, when I would be on like Tinder, whatever dating site I was on, or when I would meet someone in public, I was like, oh, they're a doctor. Oh, they're too good for me. Oh, they would never like me. Or like the lawyers. Oh, they're too smart for me. I remember thinking that shit. Let that go. Because I've actually been on dates with lawyers and doctors. The guy I'm dating right now is a doctor. He's a neurologist. Or I guess I'll say the guy that I'm currently sleeping with, because Abraham just downgraded him from dating to booty call. I go to an Abraham Hicks show to get clarity that the guy I'm dating is a booty call. Okay, so where was I at? Oh, I just started swiping yes to them. And guys, these guys, some of them are actually very nice and very genuine. And yeah, they have their shit together. Well, they have their money in order. Not all of them have their emotions in order. Oh, no, no, no. Because I was hanging out with the doctor maybe a week ago before I came out here to California. And I was listening to him talk to his lawyer friend. And he was like, dude, you wouldn't even believe the kind of like shit I have to put up with at the hospital. I went to speak to the pulmonologist, the lung doctor, about a patient. And he was like, and when I went up there, the pulmonologist was acting so self-centered, so egocentric. He was just acting like he was the most important doctor for the care of this patient. And he was like, I don't get it. I studied neurology. I get how insignificant my field is. I get how unimportant my study has been. 17 years this man has gone to school to learn to be a doctor in the ER to literally save people's lives. And those were the words coming out of his mouth. Who am I? I recognize that I'm nobody. I recognize that my field of study is nothing in the grand scheme of things. And this lung doctor doesn't even realize that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm up here at manifesting happiness, joy, passion, content. This man is vibrating at unworthy. And I was like, he's 40, 41, 40, somewhere around there. Went to school for 17 years, pushed away love for so long. Here he is, he just wants like love in his life, but he's operating down there at unworthy. And it kind of like, sometimes when I've complimented, because he's smoking hot. And I remember I used to not say yes to people who were hot. I'd be like, oh no, I know you really want that girl who's like 110 pounds and who can run 5 miles and like bakes and cooks. Like I order out like almost every goddamn night. I love food being made for me and I love ordering in. Oh, I love it. And here I am, like, this guy struggles with the same thing. So guys, don't think anyone's better than you. Like, let that go. You say yes and let them decide if they want to hang out with you. And you let yourself decide if you want to keep hanging out with them. Okay, so from there, then I was like, all right, well, fine. Abraham, like, how the hell why am I so drawn to him? Why am I so attracted to him? And how fuck did we match up? Because he's down there at unworthy and I'm up here at happiness most of the time. And she was like, they were like, well, what happened is I took a little dip in, I remember getting a little bit of insecurity around, I had some of my clients have graduated, all of their great successes. And I was like, oh, I miss them. And I remember dipping into insecurity for a 2-day period. I was like, oh, could I ever get clients as good as them? Is anyone else going to want to work with me? I was like, am I actually good enough? I dipped into insecurity for about 2 days there, which is normal, guys. It's normal to feel every emotion. It's just more about how quickly do you catch when you're low vibe and what do you do to get yourself to high vibe? And so in that 2-day period, that's when he and I matched on Tinder. I dropped to insecurity in one area and he actually started to feel hopeful about his dating life, that he could do dating, love, and his busy, demanding doctor schedule. So he went up a little, I went down a little, we matched. And then she said, and then from there, when you guys interact, like when he does things like your vibrations dip, which is you are lowering your vibrations to be a match to him. And I was like, you're right. God, thank you for pointing it out to me. She's like, because what you're doing, Kelly, your thoughts, guys, your thoughts, your words, what you focus on, what you think about, create your belief system, create your reality. And I kept thinking, Lori, I made that PDF. Let me go get it for you. I wrote a PDF. If you guys want the 5 steps written, I created a PDF. Click on that link and you'll enter your name and your email address and it'll get automatically emailed to you. You get an email where you have to click confirm that you want the email, and then the next email will be a PDF. And I just broke down steps 1 through 5. It's just a concise guide And I also, Lori, if you click in the description area of this group, I have the training on steps 1 through 5, the video trainings. So you have those options for now, but at some point this week or next week, I'm going to start going through steps 1 through 5 again. And just retrain because there's so many new people in here. Okay, so I dipped, he rose, we became a match, and then from there, I was so focused on, well, how do I enjoy this? How do I enjoy this man for who he is? How do I make the best of the situation? How can he and I communicate better? How can I just enjoy him for who he is without pressure of the husband? Okay, I admit it, he's likely not my husband, and I get how manifestation works. I can date him 2 more times, 2 more weeks, 2 more months, 2 more years, and when I'm really ready for the husband, he's just going to come in. I was like, so I get it. I know that the husband's coming no matter what. My inner being, your inner being, guys, is always guiding you to your big ask and your ultimate manifestation. I was like, so I get it. I trust that. And, my vibrations rose. I was like, and I just want to thoroughly enjoy this man, like as much as possible. She's like, so you're focusing on fixing the problem. You're focusing on fixing the problem. How do you make it better with him? How do you do it? I was like, oh, she's right. That's where most of my thoughts are going. And then she went, so don't get mad at him. You chose to dip your vibrations. You're in your sloppy thinking. You're focusing on how do you fix this? How do you fix that? She's like, why not go think of the other 90% of your life that's going well? I love my clients. I love my business. I love the manifestations that my clients are getting. I love my family. I love this trip I'm taking. And then let that one go. Whatever you decide to do with him in the moment, let the focus of trying to make it better with him go. Focus on these areas. Your inner being is not forgetting about the husband. Your inner being is not forgetting about making it better with him. Your inner being is going to guide and fix that up. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, so I essentially have permission to be a vibrational snob. She was like, aren't you ready to be happy now? She's like, so you just got on the hot seat again. What's your new question? And I was like, well, I want to get the vibration of the husband. And then she was like, that wasn't the question you first asked when you came up here. You're a new person. And I was like, dude, she's so right. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Okay, so did I learn anything else? Let me go back to read some questions and comments. Yeah, Gus, guys, she tends to, so for everyone who came to my workshop, and I only took a week to get it out to you, and I'm a one-woman shop. Actually, I hired a girl. She helps me with my social media. It took me a week. It takes 2 to 3 weeks for her. So when I get it, I'll definitely post it in here. Yes, networking, you better work, Kelly. Work. Or, how does Rihanna do it? Work. I can't sing like Rihanna. I like that song though. Work. I like that song. Emily, so wait, if you're translating that to a stagnant job, do you just move on? I think I have the notion that staying at a job less than a year makes me flaky. All right, well, fuck that, Emily. I have quit jobs within 3 weeks. I have quit jobs within 3 months. Let that thought go, because that's you thinking what other people are going to think. And Emily, you have complete control and complete power over your resume. You get to say what you have on there. When back in the day when I worked at corporate world, I put like 50% of the jobs I held on there. Because I worked at a lot of startups in Silicon Valley, so I have a lot of experience in starting companies from like literally the ground up, from idea conception to getting your first like 100 customers. I have a lot of experience doing that. Sometimes I would take the job, what they said in the interview. When I went into the environment, I was like, wait, you guys are a shit show. You guys are a hot mess. Like, I'm out. I am not fixing this. Y'all are a mess. You're a hot mess. You're a burning lava dragon, fire breathing hot mess. And hell no, I take a seedling and I help a flower grow. That's the type of girl I am. We get success and we keep going. I don't put out fires. Y'all are drama. Okay. So Emily, there's that. Let go of worrying about what other people think about you. Let go of worrying about people judging you, and get into this is what I'm really good at. I help companies do X, Y, Z. Universe, who are the companies that really need that? And who are the companies that are going to love me just for I am? Who are the companies that are going to love that I'm fast, that I'm adaptable, that I move quick, that I make decisions fast? See that, Emily? But that also does bring up a very good question, Emily. Thanks for asking it. If you are translating that to a stagnant job, do you just move on? If you're dating someone where you know he's not your husband, do you just move on? If you're If you're working with a client and it's not working well, do you just like fire them or let them fire you? It depends what receiving mode you're in. If you have a bad situation and you're dumping them, quitting the job, selling the car from a place of, I hate that, I'm moving away from what I don't like, no. Because your vibrations attracted that job to you in the first place. So if you're moving away from what you don't like, you're carrying your vibration with you. Make sense? Instead, all right, I'm at a job that I'm not enjoying. Let's just admit it, like I'm at a job, I'm not enjoying it. It's not the funnest thing in the world. In fact, a lot of people wouldn't like it. It's very slow going. It's very stagnant. If it's love, it's, all right, this guy's not my husband. Okay, oh yeah, there's some things he do that I just don't really like, but here's some things that I do like about him. And what I really want to experience with the man is I want to experience cuddling. I want to experience affection. I want to experience feeling so comfortable being around him that I just can run up and kiss his cheek. And I want him to feel so comfortable around me that he just comes and pulls me onto his lap and kisses me. And I do want a man who could do the romance, the love, the sweet affection, and he could throw down in the bedroom. I want the man who could do both. Because the one before this one, I got the romance, I got the dates. Oh, he took me on dates. He bought me flowers. He always opened my car door for me when he picked me up. Oh my God, that was so nice. He listened, he cuddled. And then I was like, when it came to sex though, it was like after like 2 months, I was like, we haven't even had sex yet. And it's because he didn't know how to create sexual tension. And I was like, universe, God, can you give me someone who really just knows how to throw down in the bedroom? That I got this doctor guy. Oh, doctor knows how to throw down. Oh God, he does. He just really knows the female anatomy. I don't know if it's a doctor thing, guys, because I've talked to some other people who dated doctors and they didn't say the same. That was just this guy, man. Oh, sex God. So then I was like, all right, universe, I want both. Like my husband's gonna know how to do both. Give me that guy and the guy who could have the freedom to travel and yada 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 yada. So I want to move towards that, not away from him. Does that make sense, Emily? Gus, that's the fear I was referring to earlier. Good, I'm glad this helped. I thought this would help. Okay. Holly, I'm noticing the language so much right now, and I immediately can tell you where people are. Oh, yeah, Holly. When I get on sales calls with clients and I hear the words they're saying, and I mean, I can also hear their vibrations, I'm just like, oh, no, this person is in so much like if I get on a sales call with someone and I say, well, honey, here's the vibration that you're actually at. Here's where you're actually at. And they're like, oh my God, thank you for that clarity. Oh, I want to work with them. So they're so in the receptive mode to move forward. And I'm like, I want to work with you. If they're like, no, 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 and they like block hearing what they need to hear, I'm like, you're not ready yet, honey. Here's my free resource. Join my guide. Join my free group. And when you're ready, we'll work together. Yeah, definitely pay attention to how people speak, how people that. Once I heard the doctor like say words that clearly indicated that he felt unworthy, he felt insignificant, like, I was just like, oh, dear God, like, I can't date. So, like, I'm ready now. I'm 31. I'm turning 32 in 10 days. I'm ready now. I'm ready now to experience love. I'm ready now. You know, I don't need to work on anyone. I don't need to fix anyone. Kim, you have met the doctor to help him, and he has helped you to civilization. There has been oh yeah, for sure. I learned a lot from this guy. It was everyone you interact with, guys, everyone you attract into your life, whether it be love, whether it be a client, whether it be a job, it's always a mirror indicating where you're at. And so for me, with him, he's actually a really good guy. He just has a very demanding job. He works like 100 hours a week, man. And the guy is like sleep deprived all the time. So I just that's nothing bad against him. I like attention. And if I'm going to date someone, I need to see you more than once a week, man. Like that's that. And at that, like, so he just has a very demanding schedule. And he hasn't had much dating experience. So I was like, okay, he has the body of a 40-year-old. He has the sex drive of a 17-year-old, but the knowledge of a 40-year-old when it comes to that sex. But he has about the social skills of a 3-year-old. Like, I literally saw him and watched him throw temper tantrums. I was like, is he throwing a temper tantrum right now because I didn't want to do X, Y, Z? And then sometimes he would blame me for how he felt. Like, well, if you didn't do X, Y, Z, I wouldn't have done that. I was like, oh, I said this to him. He doesn't know about law of attraction at all. And I was like, you're in the blame vibration. You're blaming me for how you feel. It's like, that's the blame vibration. He was like, what is this vibration? And that just pissed him off even more. Then he went from blame and dipped to anger. I was like, oh, okay. that's why I couldn't date him. If he kind of understood it at all, obviously I could have coached the shit out of him. But he wasn't in the receptive mode to move up. But yeah, so I know, like, I kind of asked my spirit guides when I was meditating, I was like, what did he learn? And so for him, he hasn't had much dating experience, and he's had a lot of bad experiences with relationships that like, no matter what, they always turned out bad. So they were like, I let him see, because even when we were fighting, I was like, hey, I know we're not getting along right now, but I want to let you know that I really do like appreciate you in my life. And I know that you're busy. I know that, you know, you're busy for 4 more days. So just know that I don't hold any resentment. I'm sending you bunches of love, and I know what we'll talk it out next Friday. Apparently it was the first time he's ever experienced that. And he's like, you're not mad? I'm like, no, like, I'm a little disappointed we couldn't talk this out earlier. And like, I want to connect with you way more often, but like, I get it. You know, you work like 7-9 days in a row. You get 2 or 3 days off, and then you work 7-9 days a row again, like 24/7. So like, I get it. And he was like, oh, like, you could tell he was having epiphanies. So he got to experience what it was like to be around someone who's just like a happy motherfucker all the time. And he helped me a lot with step 4, me standing in my power. Because guys, come on, he's 40. He's older than me. He's a neurologist. He's more educated than me. He has that perceived social status that's like really high. I used to be so shy and so meek. And when I'd get around him, I would just be quiet the first month I was there. And then towards the second month, I was like, no, you know what? Like, that's bullying behavior. That I feel really bullied. I really feel like you're just trying to get me to move through anxiety that I feel, and you're blaming a past relationship, and you're not taking responsibility for like what you did last time. I was like, I don't feel safe around you right now. Like, I can't believe I actually said those words. I'm normally very like meek, I'm not shy, but in terms of difficult conversations, I tend to back away from them. And, you know, in the past of all the abuse I had when I was younger, if someone was being abusive or displaying low vibe behavior, I would just always kind of fawn and say, hey, it's okay. I know you're feeling bad. But this time around, I was like, hey, you know, like, that's not okay. I don't feel safe right now. And like, I want to experience XYZ, something kinky in the bedroom with you. I was like, but I'm not there yet. And I was like, whoa, like, I feel a little bullied into it right now. You know, what I would prefer is if we did this time, and then maybe we could talk about it more, and maybe we could do it next time. And he actually listened to me. Like, that was so empowering. I felt like, yeah, I learned a lot from him. Let's see, what are the next questions? Terlisky, hello. Thanks for joining in. Tina, Kelly, I have an idea of starting a business, but still working on changing my thoughts towards it. You need to increase your increase. Tina, get in my law of attraction course. I can help you with that. I'm starting a business. In that class, I've helped people who have already started a business, and then they flatline for a year, no money coming in for a year. That course helped them make $4,800. I did have someone else who flatlined. She works with me one-on-one. She made $20,000 after 2 months. It really depends. If you need one-on-one time, go to my website and apply. If you just need help with changing your thoughts around it, you already have the know-how, sign up for my course. Let me give you the link for that. Because the course is only $400 and you get 6 weeks. You get let me get the link for you. You get every step of law of attraction broken down at the high level, the vibrational level, and the nitty-gritty detail day-to-day. You get that course content, a manual for every step. Just get into the nitty-gritty. This is like those people who sometimes manifest, sometimes don't. The people who get stuck in step 5, who get stuck in fear. This is the course for you. For people who need to learn how to maintain a more consistent, good feeling, a more consistent high vibration, this is the course for you. That's who this course is for. And you get full 6 weeks of that stuff, and you also get a weekly live call with me. So you get both. You get the knowledge for yourself to take home, and you also get me once a week on a live call. And it's limited. I'm limited to 20 people at max. There's 15 spots left, just so that it's really intimate and really supportive, really intimate, and I could really help everyone tend to their vortexes so that everyone gets like that thorough understanding of it. So you guys will want to be in that. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa, thanks for celebrating with me. I was so excited too. And I heard Abraham was speaking to me beforehand. Oh, guys, I channeled Abraham last week in my Zen Den. The people came forward and we were just going on rampages. And Abraham said to me, "You are a strong candidate to take over Esther when she decides no longer to do it." I was like, "What? What?" And then I was like, "But could you please clarify, what do you mean strong candidate?" Because I am this generation's law of attraction leader. I was being a cocky little shit. And Abraham just said, "You have a little bit of fear of if you take it to the level that Esther did, that it would consume your life and it wouldn't be as enjoyable as it is to you right now." I was like, "Oh, thank you for making me aware of that." I'll go like, okay, screw that. I love doing this. So I don't know. That was kind of fun to speak to Abraham a little bit. Emily, that's exactly how I feel about it. Will you do some insights for those who are starting their business? What kind of insights do you need? Write a post in here on a separate thread. And because what do you need? Tactical support of how to do a Facebook Live, how to do marketing? Or do you just need to know how to do a step one ask? A step one ask, I am a highly sought after XYZ. Because someone who's highly sought after, it's default expectation that you're enjoying it. It's default expectation that you have clients running to you. You want to do your ask in the highest way possible so that everything else is an expectation of it coming. I hope that makes sense. See, Tina, can I have an idea of starting a business but still working on changing my thoughts? Oh, I already answered that one. I should just do some business training in here, clearly. What about this areas? Jennifer, I'm not really doing one-on-one readings right now. I got into the hot seat with Abraham Hicks, so I'm kind of talking about that right now. Tina, oh, your income. Tina, go look at the file section in here. I did a training on people who, well, get in that Law of Attraction course. It's only $400 for 6 weeks of support. Get in there. But I also have that free manual in here. There's a duplicate page in there. I need to go back in there and edit it. I used your words of "I've suffered enough already. And I already feel so much lighter, and I've lost the need to protect myself across my arms and from my body." I could be, yeah. Did you guys see me in some of the photos? I had my arm, I was like, "Suffered enough, I'm not suffering." And then she like, yeah, there's no need to suffer, guys. It doesn't matter if you have past traumatic events. And like childhood abuse is just simply a matter of when you're born, you're very vulnerable. When you're vulnerable, you're like, there's a chance of you being at the lower vibration. So if you have a parent who is trying to express love to you from, like a narcissist is simply someone who's trying to express love to you, step number 1 on that list, from a place of insecurity, number 21. So of course, will the love come out a little twisted? Will it not feel good? It's not going to feel good. They're trying to express the highest vibration from one of the lowest vibrational states. And since you're a baby, you're vulnerable. You're vibrating at that insecurity level too. So that's how people attract in abuse when they're younger. It's all a matter of, are you going to recognize now that you're an adult, that you're a new person, that you could be your own mother, that you could be your own father, that you're your own deliberate co-creator, that you're completely in charge of your outcomes, and that you right now can create a new vibrational set point to now attract in new things. I love the way you put the what you want in a guy, so yes, they're right with you. Oh yeah, so this is what you guys do. Okay, so now that we've kind of highlighted old stuff and all that, you got to talk about what you do want. And I know for me that I want a guy who really respects what I do. I want a guy who's like, "Oh my God, you could talk to spirit guides. What does George have to say about my business? What does Sophie have to say about my healing heart? I want a guy who just like loves that I can channel as well as I do." Because there's a lot of people out there who will like, okay, I won't talk too much shit. I can just like close my eyes and let spirit speak to people. That's really cool. And that's like mastery of the receptive mode of channeling source, you know? I want a guy who fully like respects that. I want to feel respected around him. I want to feel adored. I really want to feel adored. I want him to just be like, "Babe, you're so special. Babe, I want to feel appreciated. Like, you know, thanks for sharing your breakfast with me. Thanks for spending your time with me. I know that, you know, you had so many other things you could have done. You could have gone live on your Facebook. You could have gone on a walk with your girlfriend, but like, thank you for spending your time with me. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel cherished. I do want to feel like I'm a unique, one of a kind person just for him. And I want to feel And I want to feel like it's so easy to appreciate him. I want to feel like it's so easy for affection. I can't wait to just shower him with affection and kisses all over his face. And I love practical gifts. I want a guy who's willing to just kind of help out a little. You know, if I get a little nervous on a Facebook Live, maybe he'll go with me. Maybe he'll go live with me. Maybe he'll come say hello to you guys too. You know? And I want him to be able to receive easily too, because I want to be able to make him a sandwich and bring it to work and be like, here you go, babe. You know, like, I don't know. Focus on what you do want. And that's what's going to call it in faster. Kim, is so true, Kelly, about love. It took a song on the radio, She's Got to Be Loved by Jennifer Morse, to awaken to me that I was missing my soon-to-be ex-husband. Yeah. And during the time I went to see his family, I was able to come back and state to him that the marriage was over. Wow. Whoa. Go for you, Kim. Lori, that bothers those who blame others when you hold your happiness. Really? Well, I didn't mean to. My intention was not to bother him. My intention was to stay happy. I think I applied. Oh, did you, Tina? Oh, I'm so sorry, Tina. I haven't gone through all the applications yet. I'm so sorry, Tina. I'm a strong candidate. Terliski, yes, that is one of my intentions for 2018. Tech is where I need some support. Oh, Terliski, that apply to work with me one-on-one. If you need help with figuring out what systems to use, that's not going to be covered in the law of attraction. Law of attraction is more getting in the vibration of it, and all of that. If you need help with figuring out your marketing, if you need help figuring out your ideal client, if you need help how to do a Facebook Live, how to do it properly so it sells, how to get an email list going, how to manage YouTube, that's one-on-one work. So apply to work with me one-on-one. It's on my website. Just go to the work with me page. How do you do a high step one ask when you are single and looking for a partner? Like, how do you ask for it in the best way? Okay, so Jessica, what I do is I'm like, I don't know about you, Jessica, but I am a highly sought after wife. I am a highly desirable partner, and I am now ready to experience sharing my memories, my experiences with another human being. I'm ready to experience building a life together. I'm ready to experience making co-creation. I'm ready to experience making joint decisions. I'm ready to experience vacations with someone else. I'm ready to have that experience where I'm building a bond with someone and building a connection with someone. And I'm ready to experience someone who I just feel like they have my back. Whether or not every once in a while I may not feel like they do, but I'm ready for that trust that it's me and someone else going in the world. And I'm a highly desirable partner, and I'm a highly sought after wife. And I'm like, I get a lot of dates. I get a lot of income and attention from guys, because that's part of what it is, guys. A lot of it is when you do those bigger asks in that high way that has that built-in expectation for good things coming your way, it's simply a filtering process after that. So if you're a highly sought after wife, if you're a highly desirable wife, you're going to get men coming in who some of them are not up to your standards. Like, this guy's great. Like, on paper, I mean, he's a freaking doctor. He has a condo in Chattanooga, Tennessee that overlooks the entire city. It's beautiful. He, for the most part, does have a really good attitude. And he has this ability he always grows. He always hears what I said and would respond. It's just he was starting from that of like a 3-year-old. It was kind of like, all right, I've never experienced a man who hears what I say and responds so well, and responds almost each and every time. There was always a part of me that was like, all right, so now we're like 3 years and 2 months. Now we're like 3 years and 4 months. It's kind of like, okay, if I'm going to, like, universe, if you're going to give me someone like this, they need to be taking quantum leaps, 3 to 5 years, 5 to 9 years, 9 years to 15 years old. You know, I need some quantum leaps, universe. So then from there, it's just a matter of, all right, how do I feel around him? Like, do I enjoy how I feel around him? Is this someone who I want to spend time with? Does that make sense? And Jessica, it kind of depends where you're at too. Like, I'm ready to feel safe and experience love. Because I know for me, I grew up with a lot of abuse and there were a lot of rapes, a lot of that stuff. I was like, I'm ready to experience love in a safe way. Because it's always the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. Living in alignment to rapidly manifest. The next step after the next step after the next step. So my first ask was, I'm ready to experience love in a safe way. I got beautiful friendships. All right, well, now I'm ready to experience love in a compassionate and warm way, and one where there's more interaction and more bonding. You just got to keep doing the next ask to get there, because you are a highly desirable wife. Jennifer, thank you, Kelly. Let me know when you are doing a different reading. I don't know what that means, Jennifer. Terliski, right? A guy who's interested in what you do, he speaks to your spirit. Yeah, because it's just, this guy is just at such a place of discrediting his education, discrediting his field, discrediting his knowledge and his experience, that of course he's just gonna discredit what other people, because he was like, let's see, well, I do this, like, you channel all day. And I was like, don't dismiss what I do. Like, I don't just channel. I help people manifest $250,000 offer on their business that they turned down because they wanted a higher amount. Like, my clients went from zero confidence, zero action to turning down $250,000 offers on her business, and she now has 3 more coming in. I was like, that's significant. I was like, I helped a woman who was barely scraping by in her salon business. She's now doubled her income. And then what she doubled her monthly income to, she had that in her highest day. She now makes what she didn't think she could make in a month. She now made that in a day. I was like, that's significant. I'm impacting these people's lives. I'm helping them lead the lives they want. What else have I done? Oh, I helped someone go from like no dates in 3 years to now she's had like 5. She's a little kind of, none of them are my husband, but hey, 0 dates to 5 dates, come on, in like 2 months time, Jesus. So like, but that's because I vibrate up here and I inherently see the natural value that a lot of people bring. So I'm able to see that. He just wasn't. Girl, you're reading me. Okay, we'll do ya. Dude, if this is resonant, listen, you need to apply one-on-one because you're almost trying to start the business. My packages start at $5,000 though, just to let you know. Tina, it seems like we can't settle for less than what we deserve. How do we change that? Yeah, definitely don't settle for less than you deserve. What do you mean, how can we change that, Tina? It seems like we can't settle for less than what we deserve. If you're in an experience with someone and you feel good, keep doing it. Even if you know you're going to want more later. Once it starts feeling bad, then choose the good feeling, go towards it. So am I 100% done with this doctor, even though like Abraham Hicks personally tended to my vortex? In terms of like being well, I need to talk to him first. In terms of being like exclusive with him, in terms of like dating, I mean, yeah, because I want the dates, I want the affection, I want to like talk to my honey bunny like every day, even if it's just like if you're busy, like come on, 10 minutes, you know, like I want that. He can't offer that, so that's okay. Am I done sleeping with him? Probably not. Just gonna be honest there. Probably not. I have had a lot. What I do enjoy about him is, yeah, I gotta admit, I enjoy the sex. I've never explored that side of me before. I've never explored that side of me. I thought I was vanilla. Apparently I'm a little kinky. He's the first person that I really explored that with. He's the first person that I dated who's actually has a little bit of a higher sex drive than me, who's a little kinkier than me. So it's kind of interesting to like be with someone who's hornier than you. Normally I'm the hornier one. So I kind of like that. It kind of puts me more in like a feminine mode. And he's really good. Oh, he's really smart. Oh my God. He talks about so much cool stuff. He talks about buying patents. He's trying to start, well, I don't want to give too many ideas about him because I don't want like people to like hate on him, but he's trying to start like a retail business. And he listens to me, asks my opinion, because I have a lot of experience starting companies, Silicon Valley. I've started my own. I went from making $200 a month to now, like, I mean, last month I wasn't even trying, and I made like $14K. So, like, I know how to start businesses, you know. Well, most. If you guys apply to work with me and I can't start your business, I'll just be blunt and tell you, like, that's not an industry that I know. And if there's someone that I know on my network, I'll guide you to them. But he, like, you know, he would ask me questions about how to do it, how to set up the website, how to set up the API. And it kind of felt like honored, you know. Most guys had never really kind of, like, honored my knowledge in that way. So that's what it's all about. You got to focus on what you do like. And if I still want that experience in my life, feeling cherished for my knowledge, feeling sexy. I've never really felt sexy around a guy before. but I felt sexy around him. You know what's really nice about being around him is that I'm so used to talking all the time. Like on Facebook Lives, obviously, it's just me talking a monologue. When I'm with my clients, I tend to do most of the talking as well. I figure out what the limiting belief is, and we change it. I do most of the talking, talk. I love it. I love what I do. But around him, it was kind of nice to just be a little more submissive. I know all the feminists out there are going to hate me right now. It was actually kind of nice just to go there and like, he just wanted to drink. I would bring my own like little wine, drink a glass. I could drink 3 or 4 if I wanted to like get overboard, or I could drink 1, and it was like fun. Like me just showing up and me just being quiet was enough. Like that was a really nice experience. I'm so used to dating guys where I have to be the one planning the experience, where I have to be the one making it fun. And he was just like, hey babe, thanks for making the drive up here to come see me. He would give me a hug, and then he would go sit on his chair. I would sit on the couch, and I would just lay back. And I was like, and he actually didn't want me to channel for him. It was a little nice to experience a reprieve that someone didn't want to like me to, how do I word it? Like, it was just nice to have a little reprieve where when I went there, I didn't have to worry about, hey, can I ask just one quick question? Hey, can I do this? Because a lot of my friends will do that. And like no harm against them. But I think what like some of my friends don't realize is that when I channel, I have to get, there's a certain mindset. I have to get into this ultra receiving mode. And to be able to switch from Kelly mode to that mode, it's just like it puts me in a different brain space. So can I kind of do one quick question, but then it gets me in a different mood. I don't let my full personality out on the Kelly side. So there were a lot of things that I liked about him, you know. I don't know. I hope that Tina, can you tell me more questions about Angela, what's up? Yeah, God, this guy was so masculine. Oh, God, it was hot. Oh, and he would bring me my drinks, guys. He just liked to be this ultra provider, but he wouldn't take me on fucking dates. That was a little weird. He would make my drinks for me, though. And I stood up one time, and he's like, are you getting a refill? He looked so hurt that I didn't ask him for it. I was like, yeah. Oh, would you, I'd love more to drink. Would you give me a refill? And then he's like, of course, babe. I was like, oh, I've never experienced a guy wanting to, like, do that. Like, and then when he did take me on a date. I went up to his mountain home in Virginia. Fucking 5-bedroom, gorgeous mountain home that had a jacuzzi and a steam room and a freaking sauna in one of the bathrooms. I was like, oh my God, you clearly know how to buy houses. That's a skill of yours. When I was up there, we went to a pizza place. I forgot the point of the story that I was telling you. Oh, I was grabbing I was like, wait, where are we going? Am I dressed okay? Because I was dressed in like jeans, a t-shirt, and tennis shoes. He's like, yeah, you're dressed fine. We're just going to go get pizza. So we went to get the pizza. I went to grab my big bag. He was like, you don't need that big bag. Don't carry baggage around. So then I just grabbed my purse out of the bag because I was trying to rush. And he was like, why are you carrying a big bag around? You don't even need that. So then I grabbed my little wallet. He's like, babe, you don't even need your wallet. Just grab your license. Don't carry stuff around. Like, I was like, I don't know. It's kind of nice. He was very masculine. I would say, Angela, that he was not in divine masculine, because divine masculine to me is when you know how to be the man, lead, create experiences, and you know how to do it in a way where you can listen to other people and incorporate what they want into the plan. Be a leader, not a dictator. For him, he took such weight and such responsibility for planning the entire experience. And if I wasn't enjoying myself, he like kind of had a meltdown. I was like, no, I like what you did. Oh, well, we were a little drunk that time. I was like, no, I like what you planned. I really appreciate it. I like this. I like that. I'm not used to being around a guy who plans. I really love it. For me, it was important for me to be able to do this. And I didn't get to do that in the 3-day period. So I would personally love it. Like, I love that you plan. I will just show up and be submissive. But for me, like, I'm a very go-getter. I'm a very dominant person myself. So for me, if I'm going to relax and trust someone else to plan for me, I need to be able to tell you what I'd like to experience. And then I'll sit back and relax, and I'll let you incorporate what I want into your bigger plan, and I'll sit back and enjoy the ride. He didn't quite get that, and he took it as a personal fault that he couldn't plan what I wanted. And I was like, how do you know what I want if I didn't tell you yet? I don't know. So I'm just bragging now. You want me to tell you some of the shitty stuff that he did, Angela? I got kicked out of his bed one time because apparently he does not cuddle at night. I was like, I've never experienced getting kicked out of bed before. Oh God, that was a little like, whew, that was an experience. Let's see, what other shitty stuff? Oh, he yelled at me one time. He blamed me for how he felt. Oh, he forgot me at a restaurant one time. When he came back, he came back, honked his horn because I was about to walk into the restaurant. I was like, wait, did I just only bring my license? I don't have my phone. I don't have anything else. And like, where the fuck did he go? Is that his car? I was like, wait, maybe he's still inside the restaurant because I don't see him in the car that I thought was his. As I'm walking back, I was like, I'll just go back inside. It's at least warm in there. I went back. I was a little tipsy. I opened the door, and then I hear a honk and a car pull up. I turned around. That was him. I got in the car. I kind of looked at him. I was like, oh, he forgot me. I look at him. He was like, I'm used to being single for so long. I was just like, I've never been forgotten that way before. Let's see, what other shitty stuff did he do? Oh, he's ignoring me right now. Which kind of makes sense. If he's vibrating down here and I'm like vibrating up here now, you know, Abraham just tended to my vortex. Yeah, he hasn't responded to a single text of mine in the last 3 days. Let's see. Let me check again. Let me get my hopes up to see if he's responded now, just to not see his response. Well, I don't know where my phone is. I thought it was right here. Oh, there we go. Let's see. He used to text me every day. Now I don't. Yeah, nope. Nothing from him. Got a missed call from my brother. Got a missed call from my aunt. Yeah, nothing from him. All right, so I think that's enough. Gus, Divine Masculine, I want me one of those. Yeah, me too. Don't talk about on one. Angela, you're awesome. You're repelling him with your high vibes. Oh no. Gus. I mean, that's kind of how I feel. I used to take it personal when he didn't answer. I'm like, no, he doesn't like me. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? What Abraham fixed. And now I'm like, all right, he's not vibing high enough for me. And then it's like, all right, well, what do I want? I'm focusing on what I want in the husband. And now I have to decide, like, all right, well, do I want to enjoy the kinky sex once or twice a month while I'm in the process of meeting the husband? Probably not, but whatever. I'm not back until the 18th. I have like 10 days to decide. Sharon, I would be so hurt if you didn't respond to 3 days to my text. Okay, so Sharon, what you want to do there is that's you actively pinching yourself off from your own connection to love, from your own connection to source. You have within you your inner being that is always happy, always joyful. You're actively choosing to blame someone else and justify by someone else's actions why you feel bad. If he were to respond, how would you feel? If he were to respond, I would feel loved, I would feel cherished, I would feel wanted, I would feel prioritized. That's your actual ask. Like, all right, inner being, I'm ready to feel that. Then don't depend on him to give you that feeling. You let the universe do step 2 and how it comes to you. So from there, I've had like two of my best girlfriends call me to talk about like Abraham Hicks. My aunt just called me. My brother just called me. I've had 2 other guys text me this morning. Make sense, Sharon? How do you want to feel if he were to text? Then you are responsible for creating that into your life. Is he a Sag? I had the same experience lately. Angela, he was a Virgo. God, he was such a Virgo. Like, I get now what some people say, you focus on business too much. You're always focusing on the next step, the next like level of achievement, the next this. You're always like trying to get better. Virgos are that to the 10. God, every time I went over there, he would just like, he would always critique me and give me my next step for personal growth. But at the same time, he would deliver it though in a way where I felt empowered. He even talked about weight. And like weight's kind of my weight fluctuates. And I just thought this man essentially just talked about my weight, but he did it in such a way where I feel encouraged, I feel inspired, and I feel empowered. And I feel like I want to take action on it. I was like, that is a skill. That's it. That was a skill. You had a similar experience with your rocket scientist. Yeah, highly educated men, man, they tend to, Yeah, Gus, I'm right there with you, but also so freeing. Yeah, I'm missing the romance in my relationships now. Okay, so what are you focusing on, Tina? I was focusing on how do I fix it? We're not communicating right. How do I get better communication with him? So you're like, I'm with someone, but there's no romance. There's no connection. How do you get connection? How do you get connection? What are you going to manifest in? You're going to manifest in those articles. How to re-spark that love in your life. How to this, how to that. Instead, focus on how you want to. How does romance feel to you in your body? It feels special. It feels like we're carving out time for one another. It feels like quality time. It feels like we're prioritizing each other. and then let the universe deliver it. If it's a blatant transparent that this person doesn't have what you want, move towards what you do want. Move towards the guys who give you the phone calls, who give you the yada yada. Make sense? All right, guys. I love you bunches. I had to come on here as soon as I possibly could. I'm in my gym clothes. I was going to go to the gym, but I was like, I need to tell everyone like what I learned and what the experience was. So thank you guys. You're a wonderful group. I love that you love me on the human side. I get to be my human side. Here's my current law of attraction struggles or awesomeness. And I also love that you guys let me channel for you and you let me tend to your vortex. So it's really fun to have an experience with a group that lets me be the human me and lets me channel for you guys to connect to source on your own. I love being part of all of your journeys. Mwah. Oh, I'm so glad I have to get in a high vibe, Gus. Bye, Angela. Nice seeing you again, lady. Okay, bye, guys. Have a good day.